from our archives, the Billy Graham Classics.
Beloved hearts, today the angels whisper something extraordinary, something that carries both joy and divine confirmation. They say that your soulmate has spoken. Yes, the one your spirit has been praying for, the one your heart has quietly known, has opened their lips and told their family and friends about you. And oh, the heavens rejoice to see it. Imagine this moment not with fear, but with faith. When someone speaks of love with sincerity, it does more than reach human ears. It echoes in eternity. It's no small thing to declare love to others. It's a sacred sign of courage, commitment, and divine alignment.
The reactions? The angels laughed with delight, because they were priceless. Some were surprised, some overjoyed, and some were quietly moved. But one thing is certain, every reaction revealed just how deeply this connection is felt, not only on earth, but also in heaven. The angels are revealing something profound. When your soulmate speaks openly about you to their family and friends, it is not just an earthly conversation, it is a heavenly confirmation. This is not a casual moment or passing thought, it is a sacred sign that the connection between you has divine roots. Love that is whispered in the quiet of the heart becomes even more powerful when declared aloud, because words carry life, power, and spiritual weight. When someone you are divinely connected to takes the courageous step to share their feelings with those closest to them, it shows that this bond is not hidden, fragile, or uncertain. It is solid, real, and guided by the divine hand. The angels smile at this act because it proves that your relationship is not just a fleeting emotion, but part of a greater plan unfolding in perfect timing.
This courage in love is rare and beautiful. Many people hesitate to speak of deep matters of the heart out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear that others will not understand. But when your soulmate openly tells others about you, it reflects a confidence rooted in truth. It is as if their soul knows this love is worth standing up for. Such courage doesn't come from human strength alone. It is inspired by divine assurance. The angels remind you that love aligned with heaven is bold because it knows it is protected. The reactions of those who hear about this love are priceless, not because they decide the worth of your connection, but because their surprise, joy, or quiet reflection proves how significant you are to your soulmate. Some will smile, some may shed tears, and some may be shocked. But no matter the reaction, the angels see it all as confirmation that love has spoken louder than fear. Every look of surprise, every laugh, every thoughtful pause echoes the truth that this connection cannot be ignored. It is alive, breathing, and real. What matters most is that heaven's approval outweighs human opinion. Some may question, some may doubt, and some may even try to discourage. But the angels assure you that divine love is already sealed by higher authority. When God brings two souls together, no earthly voice can cancel it. Approval from others is pleasant, but it is not required. What is required is faith, trust, and the willingness to walk in the assurance that your love story is already written in heaven's book. The angels want you to remember that even if others cannot yet see the full picture, God sees it clearly, and His vision never fails. When this love is spoken aloud, a spiritual shift takes place. It's as if the very atmosphere changes. Declaring something in words pulls it out of the unseen and into the visible world. The angels describe it as a door opening wider, a pathway clearing, a light shining brighter. The moment your soulmate shared their feelings with family and friends, the connection between you became stronger, more grounded, and more blessed. This is not just a personal milestone. It is a divine marker that signals the next chapter of your story. You no longer have to wonder if this love is serious or recognized. It has been acknowledged in both heaven and earth. This entire process is a reminder to walk in peace and not be swayed by temporary opinions. Do not let doubt take root. Love that is divinely aligned is already protected, already guided, already set apart. The angels are witnesses to the unfolding of something sacred, and they are encouraging you to stand firm, to trust the timing, and to rejoice in the fact that this relationship is not hidden in shadow but spoken of in light. Divine confirmation, soulmate, courage, heavenly guidance, priceless reactions, spiritual assurance, faith over fear, divine timing, love declaration, heavenly blessing, relationship destiny, angelic message, sacred connection, divine alignment, soulmate recognition, unshakable love, heavenly protection, spiritual shift, open declaration, divine seal, guided love, soulmate announcement, faith-filled love, heavenly approval, courageous love, blessed union, soul connection, spiritual love journey, angelic whisper, eternal bond, heaven's plan, love guided by God, true commitment, heavenly support, divine story, faith and love, divine confirmation. The angels affirm that this love is guided and blessed. Bold declaration. Speaking about you to family and friends shows real courage and commitment. Meaningful reactions. Loved ones' responses reveal how significant this bond is. Heaven's seal over human doubt. What is aligned by God cannot be undone by opinion. Spiritual breakthrough, declaring love aloud, deepens the connection and draws divine favor. The angels are revealing that when your soulmate shares openly about you, it is more than a human decision. It is divine confirmation. This moment carries heavenly weight because it shows that love is no longer hidden or tentative. It has been acknowledged before witnesses on earth and celebrated by the unseen realm. Such a revelation does not come lightly. It reflects a bond rooted in guidance from above, one that feels steady and destined rather than uncertain or fragile. The very act of speaking about you with family and friends shows that the heart behind this love is sure and ready to honor what it has found. Angels watch this unfold with joy because it is a signal that your connection is divinely timed, divinely guarded, and divinely approved. This open declaration is a powerful sign of courage. Many people keep their hearts silent out of fear, fear of judgment, fear of misunderstanding, fear of vulnerability. But when someone speaks openly of love to the people closest to them, it shows they are willing to take a stand. This courage is not ordinary. It comes from deep conviction and spiritual assurance. The angels are emphasizing that it takes strength to bring what is private into the light, and that strength often flows from divine inspiration. It is a sign that this love is worth protecting, worth cherishing, and worth sharing without shame. When love is real, it does not hide. It steps forward in faith, even if not everyone will immediately understand. The reactions to such honesty are often priceless. Some will be filled with joy and excitement. Others may be surprised, and a few might even struggle to comprehend. Yet every reaction shows just how significant this love truly is. Angels see these responses not as obstacles, but as evidence that something sacred is happening. When love stirs conversation and emotion, it proves that it is alive and powerful. Even those who don't fully grasp it right away are being touched by its presence. The very fact that this declaration creates a ripple effect is a sign that heaven is breathing life into your connection. What matters, above all, is that heavenly approval far outweighs human doubt. There may be voices of uncertainty, people who ask questions or offer opinions. But angels remind you that divine alignment is not dependent on earthly validation. When God has joined two souls, no opinion can break that bond. Approval from family and friends is a blessing, but it is not the ultimate seal. The real seal comes from above. The sense of peace, clarity, and confirmation that this relationship is guided by a higher hand. Heaven has already said yes, and that yes is eternal. This open acknowledgement also creates a spiritual breakthrough. When love is spoken aloud, it moves from being something private and unseen to something affirmed and visible. Words carry power, they create momentum and invite blessing. By declaring this love to trusted people, your soulmate has deepened the connection and allowed it to grow in strength and favor. The angels see this as a shift in the atmosphere, doors opening, obstacles clearing, and divine timing accelerating. Love that is acknowledged on earth and sealed in heaven becomes harder to shake, more resilient and more firmly established in its purpose. This is not just a personal milestone, it is a spiritual marker, proving that this relationship is meant to progress and flourish in the light. Divine confirmation, angelic guidance, heavenly approval, courageous love, spiritual breakthrough, soulmate bond, divine timing, faith over fear, heavenly seal, eternal love, divine alignment, angel whisper, sacred connection, love declaration, heaven's blessing, guided relationship, divine assurance, soulmate courage, heavenly plan, faith and love, spiritual shift, unshakable love, heavenly message, angel protection, divinely guided love, true commitment, spiritual love journey, divine destiny, soul connection, blessed union, eternal bond, courageous declaration, heaven's support, angelic message, divine story. Speaking openly about love is never a small thing. When your soulmate chooses to speak of you to their family and friends, it reflects boldness, sincerity, and unwavering commitment. Love can stay quiet when it is uncertain, but when it reaches a level of confidence and clarity, it naturally seeks to be acknowledged. This willingness to share is not just about words, it is about courage. Courage to bring something precious out of the private space of the heart and into the light where others can see it. Such courage does not arise from impulse or shallow emotion. It comes from knowing deep within that this connection is real, meaningful, and worth protecting. The angels highlight this moment because it shows that fear is being replaced by faith. Many people hesitate to speak about their relationships because they are unsure how others will react. Fear of judgment, misunderstanding, or disapproval can keep love hidden. Yet when someone declares love openly to those closest to them, it reveals that their feelings are strong enough to outweigh any potential discomfort. This is not ordinary bravery. It is love strengthened by spiritual assurance. Angels see this as a sign that the relationship has matured beyond secrecy or hesitation. It reflects a heart willing to stand firm regardless of what others may think. This declaration also signals alignment between heart, mind, and spirit. Words spoken in truth carry power, and when they come from a place of conviction, they cannot be easily taken back or dismissed. A person who speaks of love to family and friends is signaling not only affection but also intention. They are demonstrating that they do not view this relationship as fleeting or casual. Rather, they see it as valuable and worthy of acknowledgement. The angels rejoice at this because it shows that divine guidance is at work, giving courage to step into the next phase of love's journey. When this kind of bold declaration happens, it also sets the tone for how the relationship will grow. Love that is honored openly tends to flourish in the light, while love that is hidden too long can struggle under the weight of secrecy. By sharing their heart, your soulmate is saying, "This is who I love, and I am not afraid for others to know." That kind of openness makes a relationship stronger, more resilient, and better prepared for whatever challenges may come. The angels remind you that courage in love is contagious. When one person is willing to speak up, it inspires others to treat the relationship with respect. Family and friends may respond in different ways, some with excitement, some with surprise, and some with questions, but their reactions are secondary to the truth being declared. What matters is that love has found its voice and refused to be silent. This act of bravery marks a turning point, transforming love from something quiet and private into something witnessed, supported, and celebrated in both the earthly and heavenly realms. Bold declaration, courageous love, spiritual assurance, divine timing, heavenly guidance, soulmate connection, open love, fearless heart, spiritual strength, angelic confirmation, divine courage, love declaration, heaven's approval, guided relationship, unwavering commitment, true love, sacred connection, soulmate courage, divine alignment, spiritual love journey, heavenly whisper, blessed love, relationship intention, divine assurance, courageous declaration, angelic message, heavenly seal, faith over fear, spiritual breakthrough, guided love, heaven's plan, love affirmed, angel protection, soul connection, divine story, love worth sharing. When love is spoken aloud to family and friends, the reactions of those who hear it reveal much more than simple opinions. They reflect the weight and meaning of the connection. Some people may greet the news with immediate joy, smiling and celebrating. Others may be surprised, needing a moment to take it in. A few might even grow quiet, unsure how to respond at first. These different reactions are not a sign of trouble. Rather, they show how deeply this love touches the hearts of others. Angels observe these priceless responses and remind you that every expression, whether it's delight, shock, or thoughtful silence acknowledges that something real and profound is unfolding. When a soulmate shares openly about love, it cannot help but create a ripple. Family and friends, even those who do not fully understand the depth of the connection, sense its significance. They can feel that this is not just a passing feeling, but something grounded and meaningful. Their reactions, whether positive or cautious, show that the relationship is being noticed, discussed, and taken seriously. The angels smile at this because it means your love is strong enough to capture attention and stir emotion. Joyful responses are a blessing, and they serve as encouragement. When those around your soulmate welcome the news with open arms, it adds warmth and support to the journey you share. It's a confirmation that others can see the light of this connection. But even hesitant or uncertain reactions hold value. Sometimes people need time to adjust to change, or to recognize the depth of a bond they weren't expecting. Their initial pause does not diminish the love itself. Rather, it highlights how impactful this revelation is. Even surprise is evidence that what you share is powerful enough to disrupt expectation. The angels remind you not to fear how others respond. Love that comes from a divine source does not depend on unanimous approval. The priceless nature of these reactions lies not in whether they are perfect, but in what they reveal. Your soulmate is proud to claim this love publicly, and the people around them are now witnessing it. This is no longer hidden or uncertain. It is acknowledged and real. Every smile, every question, every glance of surprise adds to the testimony that something sacred is happening between you. Even when loved ones take time to process, the angels encourage patience and peace. People who truly care will come to recognize what heaven already knows. What matters most is that this love has been declared openly, and now it stands in the light where it can grow stronger. Every reaction becomes part of the story, shaping the way your relationship is seen and understood. In the eyes of the angels, these responses, whether joyful, cautious, or mixed, are priceless because they prove the love you share is too real to ignore. Meaningful reactions, angelic guidance, divine connection, soulmate love, heavenly confirmation, spiritual assurance, family response, friends approval, angel whisper, priceless moment, relationship acknowledgement, heavenly message, divine timing, sacred bond, guided love, love declaration, faith over fear, true commitment, heavenly plan, angel protection, soul connection, love recognized, spiritual love journey, angelic support, relationship blessing, divine alignment, courageous love, heaven seal, sacred love story, heavenly approval, angelic message, soulmate courage, guided relationship, divine assurance, love affirmed, eternal bond. When a soulmate openly speaks about love, it naturally invites opinions from those around them. Some people celebrate it, some question it, and a few may struggle to understand. But angels remind you that human approval is never the foundation of a divinely guided relationship. What is joined and blessed by heaven does not depend on whether everyone agrees. People can only see part of the picture, while God sees the whole path from beginning to end. When love is aligned with divine purpose, no opinion, doubt, or hesitation from others can undo it. This is why heaven's seal matters more than human voices. Earthly reactions can shift from moment to moment. Someone who is unsure today may celebrate tomorrow, while someone who approves now might change their mind later. But divine confirmation is constant and unshakable. The angels emphasize that when God has called two souls together, their bond carries a spiritual authority higher than any earthly approval. Love rooted in heaven is steady, protected, and purposeful. It is not fragile enough to be broken by a comment or glance of disapproval. This truth brings freedom. You do not have to carry the burden of convincing others or proving the worth of your relationship. If heaven has already approved, then the most important blessing is already in place. Opinions from family and friends may matter to the heart, but they are not the deciding factor in destiny. The angels want you to rest in the assurance that this connection has already been witnessed and affirmed in the spiritual realm, and that approval is far greater than anything human hands can give. Even if people do not immediately understand, their doubts cannot close the door that heaven has opened. Sometimes God allows resistance to test faith, strengthen love, and prove its resilience. What survives misunderstanding only grows deeper and more grounded. The angels encourage you to hold steady and not let external noise shake what you already know within. Love that is sealed by divine purpose will withstand pressure, and over time it will speak for itself. Heaven's approval, divine seal, angelic guidance, soulmate connection, spiritual assurance, heavenly confirmation, divine purpose, love protected, faith over fear, unshakable love, divine authority, angel whisper, heavenly message, sacred bond, guided relationship, true commitment, heaven's plan, angel protection, divine alignment, spiritual strength, eternal love, love recognized, spiritual love journey, angelic support, heavenly blessing, courageous love, soul connection, divine timing, relationship destiny, angelic message, heavenly guidance, sacred connection, guided love, divine assurance, eternal bond, love affirmed. When love is spoken aloud, something powerful happens in the unseen realm. Words have creative power. They call things into existence and shift the atmosphere around our relationship. When a soulmate chooses to share openly with family and friends, it moves the bond from being private and hidden to being recognized and established. The angels see this as a moment of spiritual breakthrough. It is no longer just a feeling in two hearts. It becomes a truth declared in the world, and that declaration invites divine favor. This breakthrough strengthens the connection, because it shows that the love is ready to stand in the light. What is acknowledged grows, and what is affirmed becomes harder to shape. The angels describe it as a door opening wider, a pathway becoming clearer, and blessings beginning to flow more freely. By putting love into words before others, your soulmate has aligned their actions with their heart, and that alignment attracts heaven's support. It marks a transition from silence into testimony, a bold statement that this relationship is real and worthy of being honored. This spiritual shift also accelerates divine timing. When love is openly recognized, it clears away uncertainty and prepares the way for deeper commitment. It signals to both heaven and earth that this is not a passing emotion, but a bond meant to grow and endure. The angels remind you that such moments carry far more weight than they appear to on the surface. What seems like a simple conversation is actually a sacred milestone, showing that love has matured enough to be claimed and celebrated. Even if not every reaction is perfect, the breakthrough has already happened. Love has found its voice, and heaven has taken note. The angels encourage you to walk in peace, knowing that this declaration has already released favor, protection, and divine guidance over your relationship. Nothing can stop what heaven has sealed, and this public acknowledgement is proof that your love is being prepared for its next beautiful chapter. Spiritual breakthrough, divine shift, heavenly blessing, angelic guidance, soulmate connection, divine timing, love declaration, heaven's support, sacred milestone, divine alignment, spiritual assurance, angel whisper, heavenly message, unshakable love, divine favor, guided love, true commitment, heaven's plan, angel protection, love affirmed, eternal bond, spiritual love journey, heavenly seal, courageous love, sacred connection, angelic message, faith over fear, guided relationship, divine assurance, heavenly approval, soulmate courage, spiritual strength, divine story, love recognized, sacred bond, eternal love.